Mark, a fantastic 3 points it was on Saturday, and one I imagine you're still absolutely delighted with going into this Christmas week.
Yes, good performance. 3 points was the aim. We got that. We competed really well, and we got through unscathed injury-wise. So that's gone now, and we move on to Exeter.
And you went into this one knowing it was a big game, obviously a side right up the top in form and a physical side who likes to stick it under your crossbar, but your defence handled it magnificently.
Yeah, I think the ball was in play for 27 minutes out of the 90, so that shows you what Carlisle were about, and we had to stand up to that. And we did, but that's gone now. Everyone's had a pat on the back. We've got 3 points, but that's all it is, and we train hard now, leading up to Saturday.
And is the Christmas week a bit of a difficult one, knowing how much time to give your players off and finding that balance between allowing them to enjoy Christmas, but also making sure you go with the intention of getting 3 points on Boxing Day?
At some point, we have to trust our players and trust them to do the right thing on Christmas Day and not have too much turkey, too many roast potatoes, too much champagne, beer, whatever they drink. We've got to trust them to do the right thing, because Christmas for a footballer is a couple of hours and that's it, because you know you've got a game the next day, you've got a game a couple of days after that, and a game a couple of days after that, so you've got to be really professional.
And the tough games don't stop, as you say. Every game is a tough one, but Exeter, I'm sure you're aware, will be a very dangerous outfit.
Yeah, well, like I said last week, that we went to Southend and won 1-0, and it was the worst result in the world, because we should be beating Southend 5-0, and they've gone on a run now and beat a few teams. We went to Harrogate and won 1-0 there, and that wasn't good enough, and then they beat Exeter last Tuesday at Exeter. So every game is so tough. It's so tough to win a game of football, no matter who you're playing. So we know that Exeter are going to give us a real problem. We know what they're about, and whatever they present, we have to deal with it.
And what are you expecting from them?
Aggression, pace. They want to get forward in numbers. They want to score goals. And they're having another good season under Matty. So it's going to be a tough game.
And you've mentioned consistency a lot this season, and your side are really starting to put together a consistent run of fantastic performances and good results. You're going to be wanting that to carry on, aren't you?
We have to keep going. It's relentless in terms of the games, and we just got to keep going and foot down, keep carving out performance, whatever kind of performance that is. Saturday was always going to be a different performance because of the nature of the opponent, the weather, but it was still a performance, a good performance. And you have to deal with whatever's thrown at you, and that's what we've done quite well so far.
And do you think the game against Exeter might provide you with a chance to show more of your footballing ability rather than the fantastic ability to scrap for a game?
I'm not bothered as long as we get a result. Yes, we're synonymous with good football and a style of play, but we want to win as well, and that's more important for us. We want to pass the ball, of course, but we want to win. That's more than, the biggest thing is that we come away with as many 3 points as we can. But we know it's going to be tough on Boxing Day against a really good team.
And when it comes to this time of year, especially with the busy festive period, how crucial is it not just what you do with the players, but also the rest of the backroom staff, and how important is it at keeping them fit? I mean, for this time of year, I'd say your injury list is looking pretty healthy.
Yeah, it is. We've got staff. We've got to work hard. Got to do whatever our jobs are. We've got to make sure we keep as many players on the pitch, training, ready for games as we can, and we need that to continue.
And you've picked the same starting 11 for the last 3 games. I imagine in terms of consistency, you'd quite like to keep it the same again, but you've always got those talented options on the bench, as we saw this weekend.
Yeah, we've got some players that are not involved at the minute, like Winnie, Jordan Moore-Taylor, Josh March, not in the 18 at the minute. We've got boys on the bench. We've got Kane Wilson with a slight niggle, so we've got people ready to come back. But it's all about when you get your opportunity, you've got to take it and make sure you stay in the team.
And how tough is it as a manager when you've got players of that calibre sitting on the bench to know when to make a change and whether to go with the same starting 11?
Yeah, it's hard because players want to play, and it's hard when you deny them the opportunity to play, and I don't like it. I want them all to play, but I've got to pick a team that I think can win the game, or I've got to put somebody on to see us over the line, or bring somebody off to make sure that we get the points. And it is a puzzle, but one that you have to try and navigate your way through, and so far we're doing okay with that.
And you've got the whole week now to prepare for the Exeter game. Is it a case, I suppose, of seeing who performs at their best in training, and of course who's injury free, and deciding the squad as the week draws to a close?
Yeah, because different games throw up different challenges, different opposition, and they ask different questions of you, and sometimes you pick a team to combat that, or you pick a team where you think you can hurt the opposition. So nothing's written in stone about what team we're going to pick. It's going to be a team that we think can win another game.
Thank you very much, Mark. All the best on Saturday, and enjoy your Christmas.
Thank you.